What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Otto Kai here, and I'm back here with another video, man. It's been a minute, but I'm glad to say that I finally have got back on my YouTube grind. I know I haven't really been here, but I'm back now, and to those wondering where I've been, honestly, I just kind of been living life, honestly, to be honest with you. Just been living and learning day by day, taking everything in, having new experiences, you know what I'm saying? Just living life. 2020 honestly has just been a hell of a year personally and for the whole world. Like no cap, 2020, I can definitely see a movie being made about this year, maybe like 10, 20 years down the road from the future now. But I'm gonna be curious to see how they actually try and portray it. I don't know if they're gonna tell the actual truth or what, but honestly, I'm ready to see because it really will let us. It'll show us how history can easily just be changed. But yeah, man, I am back on my YouTube grind, man. 2021, man, it is my year. I'm not coming to play this time. I'm going serious. I'm going all in, straight from the gate. I'm going ahead and start recording this video now, trying to go ahead and get back into my YouTube, you know what I'm saying, my groove, my uploading thing, editing, because it's been a minute, honestly. I haven't done this in forever. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Today I'm coming at you guys with a story time, and this story time is actually about my time getting caught skipping school. Now, this story time takes place when I was in high school. In high school, I would say it was a very great time for me. I made plenty of memories, not gonna lie. Now, when I was in high school, I really was kind of the kid that I always really was late, I would say. Yeah, I did. Most of my days I was late at school. I'm not even, I definitely was. Now, the high school that I went to, it wasn't like no typical high school. I was a part of the main high school, but it's a lot of stuff. So basically, I was in this program, and I went to school on a college campus, but I was a high school student. Like, yeah, it's like we had high school classes on a college campus. Like, yeah, it was pretty great. Honestly, it really was pretty fun. I really kind of miss it, not gonna lie, because we did have a lot of freedom, especially to be high school students. Like, we went to school basically downtown, so we really were mixed in. Like, honestly, we were mixed in with the real college students, like, that really went to the school, that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I wouldn't really say that we kind of blended in because, we still had to wear our regular, like, school uniform, like wear khakis, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So it's kind of hard to blend in, but being on the college campus definitely was a plus. I'll never forget, man. It was this Friday, and honestly, school, I really just wasn't feeling it that day. And on Fridays, they will always make us go to this meeting called Male Connection. Now, what Male Connection was, it basically was a group for young African American males, and it really was in to just expand our knowledge about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Just basically help us grow. You know what I'm saying? As individuals. Now, you probably could tell just based off the way that I'm talking about it, it wasn't really the funnest place to go. So, a lot of times, everybody really was trying to find their way out of the meeting. No cap. Don't get me wrong, though. We actually did have some good times in Male Connection. Not gonna lie. Like, we went on some trips and all. I will talk about those later, but not for this story. But yeah, man, this story takes place my 11th grade year, my junior year. And honestly, this day, I just wasn't really feeling it. I'll never forget. This whole day, we knew that they were gonna try to force us to go to Male Connection, so we just really were thinking of any kind of possible way that we can get out. We really were gonna try and, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna try to hit them with a little fast lie or something, just try to get out of it, like, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But pretty sure that wasn't gonna work, and we knew that at the time, so we didn't even bother to try that one. Now, for the most of this day, really most of the days in high school, it really was typically me, my homeboy Zay, and my homeboy DY. Now, I'm not really sure who came up with this idea. I'm pretty sure we all just happened to be on the same page. Cause I know for a fact I knew that I didn't want to go. So I really just was hoping that someone else would be on the same type thing that I was on, just so we could, you know what I'm saying, try to work something out together, get around it. Now, we usually went to lunch around like 12:30, I want to say. Yeah, maybe, yeah, around that time, 12:30, 12:45. That was the typical lunch time. Of course, we also had a typical school lunch. It wasn't really great, but it also wasn't really bad. But There were some days like spicy chicken days. Yeah, like you knew you had to be there for the spicy chicken sandwich days. Like you just had to get that one definitely. But all the other ones, yeah, they definitely were passable, and I did pass most of the time. Not gonna lie, unless it was something I just really wanted. But for the most part, I wasn't really studying the food because then we went to school on the college campus, so we had like Chick-fil-A downtown. We had like Subway, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. But we weren't really supposed to go. But you know what I'm saying? We kind of we made it happen. And keep in mind, so we're on the college campus, so the Chick-fil-A and like Subway, they're built in the room together. So if you go there, you only have two lines that you can check out in. So most of the time, it really was pretty busy. Definitely depending on the time of the year. So we walk over to Chick-fil-A, and on our way there, we're just really kind of we're kind of used to this at this point because it really was it wasn't even anything scary at this point anymore. Just like we're gonna do it, we just went ahead and did it. So we made the Chick-fil-A and we secured our food. You know what I'm saying? We all that we ate over there because you know what I'm saying we didn't want to take the food with us. We wanted to really enjoy it now. So yeah, man, we sat over there and ate for a couple of minutes. By the time we had got done eating, we knew it was gonna be almost like getting ready for time, you know what I'm saying, to leave. So we really weren't too much worried about anything, but somehow we still, you know what I'm saying, we went back a little earlier than we should have, and that's kind of what really got us caught because I mean, yeah, the teacher came looking for us, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? Missing students, you're gonna go looking for them. Now, I'm pretty sure you all have had some teachers that didn't really care what you did as long as, you know what I'm saying? As long as you were there at the end of the day, you were fine, you know what I'm saying? But this particular teacher, he definitely wasn't like that. He definitely went above and beyond. Like, he literally wanted to do everything right. So, there be times we be in the meeting and you just happen to look up at the door and you kind of just see him looking, you know what I'm saying, trying to make sure everyone's there. At the time, personally, I always kind of thought it was weird, but I mean, it kind of makes sense though. Like, you're a teacher, it's kind of your job to be in charge of students. But so this day, he goes looking, and you know what I'm saying, we're not there. So, of course, he doesn't see us when he looks in the room, but at the time, you know what I'm saying, we weren't even thinking about him. We just were happy to be free, just out, just roaming around. Honestly, we knew there wasn't really too much that we could do because this was before we were even driving. I want to say, I think this was before our driving. Yeah, this was before our driving. Yeah, so there wasn't really, we didn't really have many options. We just kind of had to, you know what I'm saying, just kick it at school, just try to find something to do. Now our school, we had this little pavilion outside, and at the pavilion there also was like this little field. We used to play like soccer, kickballs. Not really, yeah, not soccer, but kickball for sure. There also were those benches that we used to sit on outside, and because we used to eat lunch there sometimes. Actually, like sometimes we would eat lunch inside the classroom, sometimes we would eat outside. It really was like an option of which one you wanted. And yeah, so we're just hanging out, chilling around the bench. And actually, while we were out there, we had a friend. He was an upperclassman, so he was a little older than us by like a year. So he was just out there chilling casually, like you know what I'm saying, some normal stuff. So we see him, so we're thinking like, hey, maybe it's cool for us to be out here too. So we sit down talking to him. But me being me, I'm already thinking like, okay, if a teacher comes out, I know that we're not supposed to really be here, so I get me a seat like near the corner of the wall, and like since outside the corner of the wall, it was like you go around the building once you turn that corner. So, and once you go around the building, there were some steps and stuff. Like basically, it was kind of like a little escape route. Honestly, this really could have worked, but we didn't really have anywhere else to go to if someone would have came. So it kind of was like some in the moment thinking, and that's really where we went wrong at. Like we really planned it out. We really could have. I'm not gonna say got away, but it definitely would have been better than what it did. And so yeah, we're just outside chilling, and we noticed a door open, but it was kind of a little. It was like a little distance away from us, but it wasn't really far. I don't know like how to really describe this, but it wasn't really far, but it was kind of a little distance. And yeah, he opened the door and he turned our way, and as planned, we hit the corner and we took off running. And I remember, like, as we were running, like, I'm just thinking, like, oh my God, like, what's next? Like, cause I knew it was possible, but I didn't really know it was, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like, honestly, I really just thought it was gonna go smooth. Like, we just gonna slip under the radar and, you know what I'm saying, not really get caught. But no, he came looking for us. And like I said, we didn't really have this planned out, like, thought out too well. So when we took out running, we kind of just were, you know what I'm saying, just going, like, just in the moment. So we didn't really know where we were going, know where we were running to. We just knew we had to go somewhere. So we just took off running. But somehow we ended up back under the pavilion like a couple minutes later. I want to say probably like 10, 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later. And yeah, so we're just chilling out there, and the teacher just popped up out of a little secret door. But it wasn't really no secret door, because, you know what I'm saying, it really was the main door. But we just didn't expect him to come out the door at that time, honestly. Like, he really caught us off guard. Like, I don't know if he meant, I'm pretty sure he did mean to do it like that, but he really timed it perfect, because we really were caught lacking. Like, we didn't have time to do anything. So he pops outside, and it's kind of like just a little awkward silence at first. Like, he just, you know what I'm saying, he felt, I could tell he felt accomplished, because, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to basically hawk us down, and he did that. Not gonna lie, he did that. But it really was more of just us being, you know what I'm saying, we didn't really think too far of how we could have did things. So that definitely was our fault. But yeah, so he's out there, and he just starts talking to us like typical things, like, you know what I'm saying, what are you guys doing? You shouldn't did that. You're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Things like that of that nature. And it's not really anything for us to say, so it's kind of like we just, you know what I'm saying, we just take it in and just go with the flow. But eventually he ended up taking us to the principal's office, and I just remember in there the whole time, like, I was just thinking, like, I wonder what's gonna happen, cause honestly, it seemed like we really just did like the worst thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the way everybody was treating it. But for some reason, I mean, they let us off the hook. Like, we weren't really known for getting in trouble, but we were known for just doing, like, you know what I'm saying, just little miscellaneous things. So they kind of just gave us a little slap on the wrist with this one, honestly, not gonna lie. Like, really, we didn't get suspended, ISS, like in school suspension, none of that. We got a warning. Like, that the warning, I mean, the warning doesn't really discourage you from doing anything again. Like, just kind of tells you, like, okay, you got caught this time. Like, you know what I'm saying, just be smarter next time. But yeah, man, if you made it this far to the end, man, please make sure you drop a like. Please go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what kind of story times you would like to see next, man. I'm really trying to take off with this YouTube, man, go far, man. Please, you know what I'm saying, help me go ahead and expand. You know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to go ahead and be the best YouTuber I can be. So yeah, man, if you really like me, just make sure you show some love, man. It will be much appreciated, man. It definitely will be much appreciated. But yeah, man, that is the end of this video. My socials will be linked down at the bottom, and I'm probably gonna include them in this video. But yeah, man, I'm out.